Hi, I'm Dr. Lana Kashlan. I'm a consultant dermatologist from the United States. I've been here in Dubai for the last 2 years. I see patients with all types of skin conditions. So I do medical and cosmetic dermatology. I see young patients. I also see adults. I have a personal passion for treating acne patients. I used to have acne as a teenager, and so it's something that I really love helping people with. So today we're going to talk about my personal passion, which is acne. And so what are some of the main causes of acne? There are a lot of different reasons why people develop acne. The main ones being, number one is genetics. So patients who have acne have a genetic predisposition towards developing clogged pores, which we see on the skin surface as blackheads and whiteheads, and later those go on to become the red pimples that we think of when we think of acne patients. In addition to the genetic factors, of course, the environment plays a role. The way that you're taking care of your skin certainly can impact how much oil production there is and also how much clogging of the pores there is. And then there is the hormonal component. So hormones are driven partly by your genetics, but those hormones really control how much oil and sebum are being produced and released onto the skin surface. And so that can also contribute to the development of acne as well. So there are a lot of different treatments that we can do to help patients with acne, but it all kind of starts, number one, with a good cleansing routine. It's really important to make sure that you're washing your face thoroughly every day, so you're removing any excess oil or makeup that may be clogging the pores. One of the ways that I've actually been able to help myself with cleansing my skin more thoroughly is actually by using the Luna 3 from FOREO. So it's this cleansing brush that I started using, and I was actually shocked by how much more of my makeup was coming off once I started using it. And so since then, I've actually been recommending it to my patients, especially the ones who have acne, because it does give you kind of that deeper clean, feeling. The nice thing though is that it doesn't irritate your skin, because with acne-prone patients, you do have to be careful not to use any scrubs or brushes that are very harsh or brittle, because they can actually make the acne worse. So the Luna 3 is a great balance of a deep cleanse, but without being too irritating. It's actually very gentle on the skin surface. After a good cleanse, there are a lot of different topical medications or topical creams that we use. Sometimes they're topical antibiotics, but the main ones that we really use for acne-prone patients are what are called topical retinoids. Retinoids are vitamin A-derived creams that actually reprogram the skin cells so that they're less sticky, so they won't get stuck inside the pores. So basically, you can think of a retinoid as a blackhead eraser or a blackhead buster, if you will. So it helps to dry up the existing acne, but also to keep the pores nice and unclogged. And then if somebody has more severe acne, or if the creams alone aren't cutting it, we do sometimes integrate oral medications, either like oral antibiotics or different hormone blockers and things like that may be contributing to the type of acne that a patient has. This is why it's so important to seek out the consultation of a dermatologist, because your dermatologist can really help guide you on what type of acne you have and what treatments are best suited for your skin. So one major mistake that I see acne patients make is the overuse of harsh over-the-counter acne medicines or over-exfoliating the skin. This can actually irritate the skin further and create more acne. So it's really important to stay away from harsh scrubs. My general recommendation for acne patients is to stick with using a gentle cleanser. And I do like the addition of something like the Luna 3, because the silicone bristles are really gentle on the surface and they won't over-exfoliate the skin or strip the skin of its natural oils. The T-sonic pulsations from the Luna 3 actually help to dislodge oil and impurities that are clogging the pores. It basically helps to release whatever is blocking those pores. So it's a really nice way to make sure that even on the microscopic level, you're getting your skin nice and clean. Yes, acne is definitely a skin disorder. More than 90% of the world's population will suffer from acne at some point in their life. And it's not just a condition that we see in teenagers. In fact, about 50% of adult women will have acne at some point in their adult life. And the majority of them never even had acne as teenagers. Okay, so just to recap, when we're thinking about acne, there are a lot of different causes, but really genetics are probably the biggest factor contributing to why people get acne versus why people don't. It's really important to make sure that you're washing your face every night, removing all of your makeup and cleansing thoroughly. Seek out the help of a dermatologist to help guide your treatment so that you know you're getting the right treatment for your skin. And then I have one more tip for you. So recently I was introduced to this little device over here. This is the UFO from FOREO, and basically it is an at-home device to help you sheet mask. Now I normally am not a huge sheet mask fan because I don't really love the feel of like the wet cloth on my face. But with this guy, you don't have that sensation because the mask actually slips right inside. Additionally, it actually heats the skin as you run it across the skin surface. And when you heat the skin, not only does it feel really nice and relaxing, but it actually also helps ensure better penetration of the active ingredients into the skin. And then the third reason why it's pretty fantastic is because it actually uses LED light to reduce inflammation in the skin and help calm any redness or irritation. LED is actually a technology that we use in the office with our facials to help calm inflammation. And so with this little device, you're getting an easy to use at-home treatment that is similar to what you can get in the office. So it's really great, especially for acne-prone patients.